IFBB Figure Pro Ava Cowan, and this is my Real Strength Transform video series brought to you by Divine Nutrition. In this series, I'm going to show you an in-depth way that you can completely transform your body no matter what your fitness level. So, follow me. This machine, we're focusing on the quadriceps, and there is really no better way or piece of equipment to completely isolate the quads than the seated leg press. I'm going to go through a series of explanations of, first of all, how to do it properly. So if you're beginning, this is how you would start. If you're intermediate, I'm going to show you a way to add a little intensity. And for those of you who have done this one too many times and you're just looking for a new technique, I'm going to show you an advanced technique. It's going to be a double drop set. So first thing you want to do is make sure that your knee joint is right with this axis of rotation on the seated leg press. So you would adjust your seat back to make sure that the knee joint is right here, because that's your axis of rotation. You want to warm up for 2 sets. So you go up for 2 and a count of 4 coming down. Great. Okay, now that I've warmed up, I'm going to drop the weight a little bit. Actually, it's quite a bit. You want to be mindful of this, because what I'm doing, and this is for those of you who are intermediate, I'm going to do 5 consecutive sets. So what you want to make sure you do is you plan it before you get here. You know you're going to do 15, 12, 10, 8, 6 reps. So that's 5. And it's going to hurt. So this isn't going to be pretty at this point. So I'm going to demonstrate that. And then I'm going to move into an advanced technique, which will be a double drop set. So, it's gonna hurt, but this works. So, ideally 25 pounds, this machine is 30 pounds. If it's too hard, go ahead and take the pin out. It's better to start that way so you can finish them, so you have more endurance going on, muscular endurance. So that's 1. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of move my feet in a little bit. I really want to hit those quads. We'll call it 8. That's 12. Here we go for 10. Moving in a little more. 5. And 2. And 8. 2. And for 6, and it hurts. Going for 4. Let's go for 2. And that's 1. And if you're just beginning, 1 set's good enough. If you've done it for a couple weeks, go ahead and throw 2 in. If you feel like you can do more, drop it to 3 sets, 2, 1. Just you adjust it to your own needs, and you'll feel it. If you're going to failure, like in the middle, you need to lower the weight. So, it's a good one. But it helps you to add the intensity, add more reps, and burn some calories. So, looking for some quads here. Okay, so now you had the beginner, which is just basically how to do it in the right setup. And as a beginner, just to reiterate, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, you can start with 8 to 12 reps. If you would like to build a little bit of size, you can go a little bit heavier. If you're brand new and you've never done this before, you would do 1 set to failure. And failure is when you can no longer keep your form or continue the full range of motion. Then you move into the intermediate, which you just saw. It was kind of feeling advanced today because I'm dieting, but that's okay. And here's the advanced. So since I'm on 70, I'm gonna go 8 to 12 reps. That's for muscular hypertrophy. Then I'm gonna drop at each plate. So that'll be 2 drop sets. And then I'm gonna go, you don't always have to go to failure. It's not always necessary, but at least one of the sets you must go to failure to elicit change. If you're not seeing change in the gym, it's because you're not going all the way to failure. So I'm gonna demonstrate failure. It's not pretty, but I do get asked in my series and in videos and things like, well, how come I'm slowing down or stopping? That's because I don't stop my exercise generally until I've reached failure on at least one set. So you will see it on this one. When the weight gets heavy, you need to hold the sides, keep your rear end into the chair so it doesn't lift up. So I'm going to drop it, go to 50. One more plate. Keep breathing. Focus on both legs being worked equally. And that's it. Whew. One note, if I can get that out. If you find that as you're leaning down, or if you're even thinking about, I wonder if my legs are even, like the way you're building them and the way they look, on this machine you can also go single leg. So that's another way to add some variation to your routine, one leg at a time. So that's quads on this machine. Thank you for watching. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. For more exercises and tips, and for the rest of my video series on ways that you can transform, please visit FitnessRxWomen.com. For more information on Divine Nutrition products, you may visit avacowan.com/Divine Nutrition. Thank you so much for joining me.